I'm not a bad slime. It's a line we've heard since 2018. But by 2026, this year, the weight of those words has changed. What began as a subversion of the overpowered Isekai protagonist trope has blossomed into a multi-layered epic of diplomacy, theology, and high-level RPG mechanics. Most people come for the slime gimmick, but they stay for the sovereign reality. Today we're going to be going over my experience of that time I got reincarnated as a slime and how I see it as a show and an isekai. We're going to be looking at the mechanical soul of the show, address the meeting fatigue that polarized the fan base recently, and explain why this series remains the gold standard for nation building in fiction. So let's get into it. My initial reaction to Tensura was, this is too easy. Rimuru stumbles into Veldora, gets a cheat code ability, and starts streamrolling. But looking back, the brilliance of Season 1 wasn't the combat, it was the civilization loop. Most isekai focus on the hero's journey. Tensura focuses on the leader's burden. Every time Rimuru names a monster, he isn't just giving them a title. He's assuming a biological and political responsibility for their future. This is where the series hooks you. It's the Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing effect. We aren't just watching a fight, we're watching a village become a town, and a town become a superpower. Now let's talk about the Great Sage. In most isekai, the protagonist just has powers. In Tensura, the powers are a living, breathing OS. The skill hierarchy, unique skills, extra skills, and ultimate skills, functions like a hard-coded RPG engine. According to light novel data, these skills aren't just spells. They're literal laws of the world. The Great Sage Raphael factor. This is the most brilliant writing tool in the show. By having an AI voice explain the mechanics, the audience understands the why behind the how. It turns what could be Deus Ex Machina into a logical conclusion of high-level computation. Now, this was the turning point for my personal experience with the series. If you had asked me in early Season 2 if Rimuru was too soft, I would have said yes. Then the Falmouth Kingdom happened. The Megiddo scene is iconic for a reason. It wasn't just a power display, it was a character execution. Rimuru realized that pacifism is a luxury for the strong who already won. This shift from friendly slime to calculated executioner is what gave the series its teeth. It proved that the nation building had real stakes. If you build something beautiful, someone will try to take it. And we have to address the elephant in the room. Season 3. For some, it was a masterclass in world building. For others, it was the meeting arc. I'll be honest. Watching 6 episodes of people sitting around a table was a test of patience. However, from a narrative standpoint, it was necessary. Tensura is about diplomacy. You can't just kill a Western saint or holy empire without discussing the economic and theological fallout. And the Japanese viewership data for Season 3 actually remained incredibly high because the Japanese market values internal logic and hierarchy in their fantasy. The meaning fatigue was largely a Western sentiment, highlighting a fascinating cultural divide in how we consume isekai. The Jura Tempest Federation is the most well-realized nation in the isekai. Most fantasy worlds feel like a single village and a castle. Tensura's world feels like a global economy. We see the trade routes, the architecture influenced by different races, dwarven tech, the human engineering, the elven aesthetics, and the diplomatic friction between religions. Rimuru's dungeon project in Season 3 wasn't just for fun. It was a tourism and economic stimulus package. This level of macroeconomic world building is where the series truly outclasses its rivals. Since Tensura took off, the monster isekai subgenre has exploded. But why do others feel like imitations? Because they often miss the heart. Many copied the consume and gain skills mechanic, but they miss the naming mechanic. The idea that community is the source of power. Rimuru is only as strong as the people he protects. This collective strength versus individual strength is the core philosophy that keeps Tensura feeling fresh in 2026, even as the genre becomes more crowded. So what's the final verdict after 4 years? More than 4 years. That time I got reincarnated as a slime isn't 9 out of 10 for me. Yes, the pacing can drag. Yes, the meetings can be long. But the payoff, the feeling of seeing a small blue blob become the most influential figure on the planet, it's unparalleled. It's a show that respects the intelligence of the audience by giving us a working world with working laws. If you want mindless action, look elsewhere. But if you want a story about what it actually takes to build a world where everyone can smile, this is it. But did the season 3 meetings break you? Or are you a lore junkie like me? And who's the real best girl or guy? Shuna, Xion, or maybe even Diablo? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to watch my recent review on Fire Force. And I didn't give a rating for this one, but just watch my review and don't forget to like, subscribe for it. And until next time, stay hungry, and I'll be seeing you on the next step of our journey. Take care.